Okay, and you are working with local military forces here, correct?
Yes, local and military and paramilitary forces.
And how do Ukrainian, these local people, how do they compare to the Kazakhs?
They're ready for a fight. I can tell you that. With training equipment, they'll stand up and they'll do well. And we just got to make sure we back them and be a good ally to them and the rest of NATO. Make sure we support these guys.
Guten Tag and good morning. My name is Adolf Volkswagen. I am here from the German broadcast. I am not normally with the English broadcast for Rogue News, but our lead correspondent, Gil Butler, is homesick with a foodborne illness from not cooking his food. Get better, Gil. What we have here, NATO troops are conducting counter-insurgency training for their upcoming deployment to Kazakhstan. We are somewhere right now, we cannot say, due to the secrecy of the mission, but somewhere in the Ukraine. I leave you now with the training of NATO troops.
1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9.
Ja, sehr gut.
1, 2, 3, 10. 1, 2, 3, 11. 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3, 13. 1, 2, 3.
Stop. Start again. Justin's out of time. Do it again. Starting from 1.
This reminds me of the gymnasium.
Your team. 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this training you are doing right now, what are you conducting it for?
So this is a replacement unit that'll be going out to backfill units fighting in the Kazakh region. They've got an insurgency going on out there now. So we were training on target identification and some memorization skills, as well as violence in action. Just sort of building on some of the basic skills and then teaching them new techniques. How do you identify targets? How do you look at the details of what they're carrying or what they're doing and interpret that and produce or turn it into meaningful information that someone like myself, a commander on the battlefield, could use to affect my will on the enemy.
Yeah, your will on the enemy.
It's called Kim's game. It's an old memorization technique that snipers use. It's actually created by a guy named Kim a long time ago, a Scottish guy. But they've kind of changed it up to call it Kim's, as in keep in memory. The point is to remember things over a duration, a period of time, and you do something else, and then you come back and you have to write it down and you have to articulate it. So this will feed into some training we're going to do later on. So we're going to start. I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes to basically walk in a circle around this table. On the table are 10 random items. You can't talk, you can't touch anything, and you just have to memorize as much as you can about each item. I'm basically looking for 5 categories in this. I'm looking for size, shape, color, disposition, which means basically is it usable or not, is it serviceable, and what you think it is. All right.
Hello, this here is Lieutenant Bolov, correct?
Yes.
He was the owner-manager of a task force called the Black Diamond Group, and they are a Marine task force here, and we are conducting training in the Ukraine. There's upcoming counter-insurgency operations in Kazakhstan. Can you elaborate, please, for us and our listening base, what it is you are doing here with the training and what is your goals?
Yeah, we're just training local elements here. We're trying to raise them up to do counterinsurgency operations. So we're dealing with local sustainment security forces, militia, and paramilitary groups. And so, I'm with MARSOC, and so we're here essentially providing the additional training and support for that.
Okay, so MARSOC is they are Marines?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and you are working with local military forces here, correct?
Yes, local and military and paramilitary forces.
And how do Ukrainian, these local people, how do they compare to the Kazakhs?
They're ready for a fight. I can tell you that. With training equipment, they'll stand up and they'll do well. We just got to make sure that we back them and be a good ally to them and the rest of NATO. Make sure we support these guys.
Yeah, very good. I did some Googling research before this, and did you know that Kazakhs look Asian?
I believe some of them do, yeah.
So they all act the same. Ukrainians, they look very, they're white. So, is that fine?
Sure.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what color you are,
There you go. There's no color here. Thank you for listening. Hello, we are here. We have just completed phase 1 of the training, and now we move to the field. We are now on our way to the training area. We are going rather fast, but they assure us that I am also covered when with American troops by their VA health insurance system. It is very comparable to many other first world nations, such as Germany before the Syrians, Europe before Brexit, Iceland before they left, and America before Trump became president. What we are now doing is they are localing to positions to set up a position where they can watch an enemy and report back on what they are doing. We will follow them now and see what they are writing and see if we can ascertain what kind of training this is and how useful it is. So can you explain what they are doing now and what they are going to be doing for the next iteration?
Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're taking what they learned in the KIMS game about memorization and identifying objects of significance, and they're simulating as if they were crawling up on an enemy location. So they're sneaking up and they're going to basically do target detection, is what we call the exercise. And so they're going to, using a grid, they're going to plot out, draw basically a rough sketch of what they see down there. And then they're going to begin to look through binoculars of some sort to identify 10 items of military significance. And then,
is this direction they're looking?
Yeah, so it's all down by the caboose and stuff.
We are here with 2 soldiers doing an exercise, one from soldiers doing an apocalypse and one from the Blue Digimon group. They're conducting training.
Just a little bit. What I want to do is I want to start with the guys who found the least amount and work our way up, and we'll add to the list to see what we found. So, Tom, we'll start with you. What was the first item you found?
Helmet,
Okay.
sleeping bag.
Okay. That was it. Okay.
That, yeah.
So tell me about the helmet.
Green, camo.
Military type, looks like either digital or some kind of a multicam.
Russian camo.
So Gil says Russian camo. Okay.
Yeah, like some kind of like digital Russian camo.
Look down there, and I can ascertain that there's probably not a whole platoon, judging by the amount of equipment. It's probably another small-sized force. However, they have a mass casualty producing weapon system. They've got comms with their hire. So I can make a judgment call. Like I could report this up to my PL or my commander and say, hey, I think I've got what could potentially be an enemy outpost for recon. We could sweep through here, but I'm going to need X amount of forces to come up and help us clear this. And then they can come up, you know, send whatever they need, maybe 2 squads. And you could either lay here and wait for them to return and sweep through and push them off this objective and have them make them reset.
Oh. So, we have just completed, NATO has just completed their training here in counter-insurgency operations. They look forward to moving out into the operations they begin in the Kazakh area against insurgents to help stabilize the region so that they may further push into Russian territory. This is Adolf Volkswagen with Rogue Correspondence, signing out.